All right. I don't know if Madam Busy Brain is already ready now to speak, or I move on to the next person.
I am, Oga Elvis. You called me just as I was doing. Anyway, I couldn't
Okay,
talk.
that's
Sorry
fine.
about
Thank you, Madam. Good evening to you. Please
Good
talk to
evening,
us.
sir. Good evening. Honestly, thank you for keeping watch and thank you for this platform. You know, that we can come and deliberate, we can come and encourage each other, we can come
Thank
and
you.
inform each other, we can come and learn, we come and take and be blessed. Not only that, it is therapeutic for somebody like me. I observe all protocols. I greet you all those on the panel. I say good evening to all those on the comment section, those watching, listening, participating in any way. I say good evening to you all. And to all those who have sown their seed this afternoon or evening or morning, whatever the time is, to you, may you never run dry. Where you have pulled that token to bless this work of God that Mr. Elvis is doing, may your pocket never run dry. And may all those who are in this fight for real, I ask that God will give us wisdom on how to go about this fight. Because it is not, I want to just encourage us. I heard voices of people like the lady that just called Love of God. I understand exactly her feeling. It's like everywhere you turn, every stone you turn, there is a corrupt person in the corner. They have instituted their own, they have placed their own corrupt, demonic servant, slave to carry the baton for them. But let us not be perturbed. I'm going to use, I draw my strength from my faith. And I'm going to say this. As many as we think are corrupt, those that are not corrupt, or those that have the moral compass, or those that have the spirit of good in them, are more in number. But unfortunately, they are not ones that speak out. They are quiet. They are afraid. They have no courage. We are here to talk and to give them courage. And to say, even if they don't come out, for those that are feeling discouraged, the few that have come out will be the battle axe that will fight this fight. Because God does not need an army. I think it was Gideon who was going to war. He carried thousands or millions of his men to go to war with the enemy, who was also carrying millions of men to fight against the people, the children of Israel. But what happened? God brought down the number of the people that were going to war to only 300. 300 men defeated millions. So those whose hearts is willing, who have courage, I keep saying, we need to have courage. In this fight, it is not, you cannot go into it without fear. Yes, there is fear of uncertainty. There is fear of what will happen to me if I speak up, if I go out, if I do this. What will happen to my children, to my daily bread? What will happen? The people will call me names. It is time we block those fear, regardless, and step out in faith. It is that faith. They say faith is an active verb. It's a doing word. You cannot just sit down and say, God, come, deliver me, help me. You have to go and fight. We are saying we are looking at Israel every time. Israel, oh, the birthplace of Jesus. But we've seen Israel, since its inception, they have always fought war. Those of you who are crippled with the fact that Christian, you be quiet. You are crippled with that knowledge. The person who God called after my own heart is David. and no king fought battle as much as David. David fought. He by a lot of people in order for him to survive and to sustain and to remain in his faith and in his calling and in his belief, to fight for his future, for his generation. He had to go to the battlefront and fight. We sit down and we are asking, oh, let God, let one of the people that Oga Elvis showed us, that God will deliver us. How will he deliver you when he is giving you 2 arms, 2 legs, a mind? How will he deliver you? He's giving you everything to go. Step out in faith. Be courageous, my people. It is not going to be without bloodshed. Somebody will buy. We are buying already. People are buying already. One chance, people are taking their own. Boko Haram are taking their own. Hunger is taking their own. People that are going to shrine are taking their own. It's just because they've not come to your turn yet. Your turn is coming. Your turn is coming. Sit down in your house and say, God will come. Sit down, let the team come and meet you. Instead of you to fight it face to face. The evil that we run away from today, we will live to fight it tomorrow. Why do you think that we are where we are today? It is because good men like you sat behind and let the evil men to take it. They sat behind for so long and said, God will do it. God will do it. God will judge. God will this. Leaving the work that God has given you to do in the hands of the evil and the corrupt. That is why we are where we are today. That is why this man has been able to amass 15 million. 15 million to give to each judge. $15 million, not naira, to give to each judge of the Supreme Court. Because when we were supposed to speak out, do the needful, we left it for only one man to do the fight. May his soul rest in peace, Gani Fawemi. We left it to him. We left it to him to fight this institution. That then this man has not even built the institution of criminality that he has built now. Imagine if 2 or 3 or 4 people had backed Gani Fawemi. This man would have been out by now. We will not be fighting this demon right now. Right now, a lot of energy, a lot of power is required to uproot him because he has put his roots deep. We need to go deep. And we thank God that we are at a time like this where we are seeing what we call the deep fake. And we thank God that we are at a time like this where we are seeing what we call the deep. I can hear my voice, and I don't sound nice. I can hear my voice, and I don't sound nice. Please, can somebody mute their end? You know, this man he's deeply rooted his corruption deep into the fabric of our society. So before we will need to take it out, it is not as when Gani Fawemi was fighting him, where he can just use one machete and uproot him. Now we need a bulldozer to go deep and pull it out. We cannot afford to be tired and be and cave in. Within your own word, don't be. Madam Helen said, like in Abuja, you can hear people talking in offices. Nobody is coming out. It's because Nigerians are looking for a leader. Nigerians are looking for somebody that will tell them what to do. Please, we don't need to wait for Oga Peter Obi to tell us what to do. But within your own small groups, organize yourselves. Organize yourselves. Those with the same moral, same value, those that are believing that this man is doing evil to us. Organize yourselves in those groups and strategize. Strategize. And then you link up with other groups in different locations. It might be, let me say, for example, in Abuja now, let us say Gwarimpa. Those that are living around Gwarimpa can organize themselves. Then we go to NAIJA. They should have cells. There should be cells around. That way we will feel strengthened. Because one person is sitting down thinking, how can I do it? I get it. Okay, now get up. Identify people that are like you, that think like you, that are of the same mind. Let us come in strength in groups of 10, 20. It doesn't matter how small. But then the main goal is to link up with another cell. Nigerians, this is not the time to sit back and play and say, let God take control. God has given you control. He said, you are gods. If you read that Bible that you are always claiming that you sit down and wait for one Daddy Gio to tell you what to do, to tell you when to stand up, when to get up, when to fight. You know, in your Bible, it tells you that you are a God. Everything you want to happen, it is within your power to be able to achieve it, to make it happen. So why are you a weakling? Why are you sitting down there expecting your government to deliver you? Your government has shown you they are there for themselves. Look at now. What are we seeing? Judiciary, they are being corrupted. Everywhere you turn, left, right, and corner is being corrupted. But guess what? If you sit down like that and think that the laws will favor you, right now, it is not favoring you. They are dismantling the little sacred laws that are supposed to protect you, the poor man. They are dismantling it. So now when they say, thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not forge, you think that because Tinubu is getting away with it, when you go and do your own, will you get away with it? Nyesom has not gotten away with it. So when you go and do your own stealing, you go and do your own drug trafficking, the courts will deal with you according to Tinubu's law. Because Tinubu and his cohorts are above the law. But for you, the common man, you are not above the law. That is what they are showing us. And what makes them think that they are above the law? It is the same blood that rolls in their veins that roll in your own. What makes them more Nigerian than you? What makes them more special than you? It is because you sat back in your lazy chair and sat down and be expecting God to come down from heaven and come and do it for you. That is why they are there. That is the only difference. They were bold enough to take up the step and go and corrupt the system and take and run with it. You are sitting down there praying, God, you think they will work for you? You think they will do anything good for you? You better wake up and smell the coffee. You don't buy already. So just get up from your buying bed. Get up from that kitchen that is empty, full of rats. Get out of there and go and identify people like you. You don't have it, you have the power. You have the power as long as you have breath in your lungs. You have blood running through your veins. Step out and see what God will do. That is when God will step in. When Peter wanted to walk on water, when God told him, Jesus told him to walk, he was afraid, but he took courage. He took courage. He still had fear that he might sink, but he took courage. And the moment he stepped on the water, his faith built up. He now walked on water. But yes, the moment he now started looking at the problems around him, he now started sinking. I am encouraging you to walk on water now. Step out of your comfort zone, or else the gari you are seeing today, you will not see it. The rats that are competing with you in your kitchen, they will come and be eating you tomorrow because you don't even have the energy to run and go and buy them. Nigerians, wake up. It is not the end. As long as we still have breath in our lungs, we can still fight this and we can still win it. Organize yourselves from the grassroots level. Organize. Get people together. Strengthen your own spirit. Because when two or more gather, that is where you get strength. You strengthen yourself in the fact that you have the same goal. You are fighting the same purpose. Strengthen yourself and get this cabal out of power. Because the laws that they will bring will not favor you. You will continue in your abject poverty till you buy and you are 6 feet under. That is even if you are 6 feet under, because there might not be any money that will even carry, they will have coffin to even bury you. Vulture will be what will finish you, because you might even be buying on the road. You don't even know. Better do something now before it's too late. Do something, Nigerians. Wake up and do something. Wake up. Don't sit down there in your slumber. Don't sit down there in your laziness. Lazy. This one said it. He called you people lazy. Lazy. Stand up. I know that the fear is there. But I am telling you, If you take that one step, God will now come in. That God that you are saying will take control. That is when he will take control. But he needs to see you act first. Because if you do not act, to him, he thinks you are enjoying it. To him, he thinks you believe, you agree with the corruption, with the evil that is going on. You have to show that you hate it, you disdain it. The reason why David is called a man after God's heart, not because he did not sin, he sinned, but because he recognized that he has sinned and he went to cry on God, and he was ready for any punishment that God would give him, and he took it and he moved on and he sinned no more. I'm not saying that because Tinubu has sinned in you, he is corrupt. You too are not. You are thinking maybe because me too are not perfect like the Tinubu. Nobody is expecting it to be perfect, but the mere fact that you are not going to sit down in that sin, in that agreement that okay, we don't sin now. Look at those useless people talking on that video. What is the forging? They are dismissing the crux of the matter. They are thinking of only their stomach. If the crux of the matter is dealt with, that corruption, that evil is dealt with, they will see food nyafu nyafu. Opportunity will cascade totally down to them. But all they are thinking is their stomach. Useless people. I speak to those kind of uselessness. They will lie in that uselessness, sitting down. Government, Tinubu is the problem. Then what are you doing about it? What are you doing about it? If he is the problem, you just sit down there and talk, and you call yourself a man. But I get up from that stupid, lazy chair that you are sitting under that tree and go and do something. If they leave you now, you have palm wine in front of you, beer in front of you to numb your uselessness so you can carry on to get courage. Get out and do something. Do something. I'm speaking to those Nigerians that are weak, but they want to do something. I am saying you can do it. You can do it. It's just for you to take this step and then let God come in. The GOs are sitting down in their comfort zone. They fly in private jets. They don't go to the same markets like you. They don't go to the same hospital like you. Their children don't go to schools the way the same schools you do. Even those ones that your tithes have contributed to build their school. Your children cannot even afford to go into the school. When will you wake up and smell the coffee? Your mumu never do. Your mumu never do. Oga Elvis, let me catch my breath here and drink some water. Thank you very much.
Wow, Madam Busy Brains, thank you so much. I can see the passion, you know. But for me, that's what I want, you know, because the situation in Nigeria, now all of us now they inside together. So I understand the pains. I understand your expression. All I can say is thank you.